Hi guys, Michael here, clinical psychologist at Grove Psychology. Welcome to episode 2 of Ask a Psychologist. I got a really good question this week, a nice juicy one that I want to go through with you. And the basic premise is, why do I say sorry so much? So this question is, I say sorry all the time for everything. Sorry for interrupting. Sorry, can I ask you a question? Sorry, do you have time? Etc, 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 etc. In fact, the person has had it commented back to them to stop saying sorry so much. So a couple of things that we need to talk about. Firstly, what is the underlying issues with saying sorry so much? And then what do we need to do about that, which is sort of a little bit complicated, but I'll see if I can go through it really quickly for you. So one of the things I think underneath saying sorry so much is a sense of insecurity and a power imbalance, of feeling like not being good enough or not worthwhile or something like that. And I typically see this in my clients who subjugate their needs. And what that means is they feel that other people are more important than them, or other people's needs are more important to them, so they end up being subservient to that person. So there's a power imbalance, and you'll see this a lot of times. Like I'll be doing getting them to pay at the end of the session, and you go, okay, have you got your card? Oh, sorry, and they get it out of their wallet. And there's absolutely no need to say sorry in that situation, and it's very habitual. The person's not really even noticing that they're doing it so much, but they've got that subjugation or subservient presentation, so really insecure within themselves. So that's one part of it. And the trick here, this is what's really hard, because changing the behaviour is not the difficult thing. Obviously, you've got to get more aware of what you're doing and try and implement different ways of saying it. But dealing with the uncomfortability that's going to come from that, because once you stop saying sorry and just asking for what you would like, you're going to feel really weird, and you're going to feel uncomfortable because you're tapping into the underlying structures there about insecurity and why we're doing that. So firstly, I think you need to catch out, well, what am I actually sorry for? So saying if you hear yourself saying sorry, hang on, am I sorry? Should I be apologizing for that? And then you're going to start noticing, well, no, I'm not sorry. I don't need to say that word. Okay. And then the second part, which is the behavioural part, is to come up with alternatives. So rather than, sorry, can I ask you a question? Excuse me, may I ask you a question? Instead of saying, sorry, is this a good time? Again, it might be, excuse me, do you have a moment that I can speak with you? Or it might be, hey, we organised earlier to catch up. Are you ready to go? So we're really trying to work on different ways. And I thought what was really interesting also is, if something happens, maybe you bump into somebody. So instead of saying sorry, you might say, excuse me. And the last one that I really like, and I think we do this a lot with our friends, we might be talking to them, disclosing some things that are going on for us. And we say, oh, look, I'm really sorry for burdening this with you, or sorry for listening to all my ramblings. What we really need to change that to is, thank you for listening. It makes the other person feel good that they've helped you, and you're not going into that subservient, I'm less than you are, I'm such a burden kind of thing, and that insecurity. So to recap, identifying what it is that's triggering that, which is probably insecurity, really checking in, is that actually something I'm sorry about? Is that something I should be sorry for? And then trying the new way of saying different things. Come up with a few different ways that you can ask for what you want, and saying what you want that don't involve the word sorry. Okay, hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, if you want to participate in Ask a Psychologist, you can either put a question in the comment box below or send me a private message. I'm very happy to answer anything. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Bye.